Hello everyone, Minky here with the next part, well, with the third and final part of episode 16 of Let's Play Pokemon Gen 2 AEFE. And yeah, I'm in quite a different area today, and that's because I'd figured I'd show off where the general Apricorns are, because I don't think I've really done that in this LP, and I figured that because I do this every day anyway, in my free time, in my spare time, you know, getting all this every single day, or as often as I can, I think I'll show these off. Especially considering that I'm gonna be sorting my bag out a little bit in this for Crystal as well, given the items that we've been finding and whatnot. So, and I think I'll get this done now. So I've saved it for today. I've done it on Gone Self already, but obviously here we go with all 7 Apricorns. There's 3 of them. And then I'm going to get the other 3, and then there's one in, well, it's obviously one in Salia Town as well. I think you can get 2 white Apricorns as well. Like, I remember finding another one, but you have to go through Dark Cave to get it. So, you know, I figured I might as well just leave it for, because I already get 1 anyway, and I want to keep it all in sync anyway. So, hence why I don't really go for it. Plus, you got to go through Dark Cave, so. And I haven't learned that dungeon yet. Like, I haven't learned how to get through it yet. Like, I haven't learned it intensively, if you will. So, like, I do have a general idea. Not barely a general idea, I should say. But, like, I couldn't give you a map of it to say, like, here's how to get the white Apricorn or whatever. You know, that kind of thing. So, which is definitely something I'll have to do, you know, look into making maps of these caves and whatnot, you know, full-blown maps, especially Dark Cave, of all things, because of its, you know, whole thing, if you will. So, you know, also, yeah, he gives me the level ball. That's the red Apricorn, that's what he turns the red Apricorn into, and I always do the red Apricorn first because I need because it's just the first one in the list. And yeah, in Crystal as well, you can do multiple of the same Apricorn. You can't do multiple different Apricorns, but you can do essentially infinite, if you will, or I guess 99 a day, if you have 99, that is. You can do 99. I don't know if you can do 100 or more, but I know you can do. But I'm pretty sure you can at least do 99 all at once. I don't know if he'd like turn it into a glitch or something if you did like too many for some reason, but you know, I mean, I guess I'll look into that one day, but you know, that's a story for another day, I guess. Now, what I'm doing now is I'm actually gonna deposit some of these items so that I can actually get all the items from the dungeon, if you will. And yeah, I try and keep it all alphabetically, hence why it's all started like this. What? Do I not have the space? Oh. Alright then. Okay, yeah, okay, that's probably why I didn't have any calciums or anything before. I probably sold them because I didn't have enough space. That's fine. Really? I only have 1 space left? Wow. Really? That's a bit odd, to be honest. Yeah, that is strange, I guess, but yeah, I'm just going to deposit the yellow Apricorns and it makes things simpler for sorting this out. Because it means I can just withdraw them and they're already in position. And it gives me 1 extra space, which I guess I could have done in silver as well, because Mickey doesn't have an item, and I guess I could have done something there, I don't know. Although it does make me wonder, now that I think about it, I could test this out. I wonder. Oh yeah. Well, let me go over this. So I actually bought some max repels with me. Now, I thought about this the other day, well, I bought these a while ago. Right. So I can't remember when I got them. It was a good while ago. But I was watching a video. Like I said, I watch a Let's Play on the side. Right. I watch it on occasion. So, and one of them is Pokemon, and the person playing seemed to be, they seemed to be more interested in super repels as opposed to max repels. Now, I was thinking about it, why would you be more interested in super repels? And, like, obviously I came to the conclusion, like, I came to it pretty quickly. that obviously, you know, maybe super repels are just more worth it than max repels. So I figured I'd look it up, and it turns out they probably are a little bit more worth it. You know, like for every step, you know, like with how many steps you make, you know, comparatively to the repel itself, because obviously like super repels I think are 500 Poké Quid, whereas max repels are 700, and they only give you 200 and 250 steps per. So in that case, it's like, you know, now I didn't know the stats, I didn't really think about it, but obviously it's, you know, it's quite, the items, if you will, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, you got to calculate how worth each step is. And I did look it up, I'll see if I can find it again. I should have saved it, to be fair, but I'll probably find it again, because I did find it this morning, of like a Reddit post, I think, where they were saying how like, to be fair, they were really reasonable, because they were saying like max repel is only like, yeah, it's 50 steps extra, it's not really worth it, but it's, a max repel is good in the sense of like, it's 50 steps extra without having to worry about setting it off again, which I think is a good way of putting it, when it's like, yeah, the super repel is more worth it, you know, it's more costly, if you will, like it costs less to buy a super repel than it does to buy a max repel in comparison to how many steps you're getting, if you will. So, like, obviously, you know, like, because I don't know the numbers, but obviously I'll put them on screen, and I'll say, I'll give, well, if I find that Reddit post again, then I'll just use their numbers, and so if they get it wrong, it's their fault. No, I'll use their numbers, I'll trust them. I guess it's, if they are wrong, I guess it's my fault for trusting them, if you will. Not in a bad way, but you know. But yeah, it's, I won't blame them, if you will, that's what I mean, but I mean, like, obviously, like, from the looks of it, it does seem like, yeah, super repels are more cost efficient. Like, they're better for you in terms of, if you're worried about money, if you will. So, you know, which is fine, which is totally fine and whatnot. It's a, you know, it's a totally legit strategy and whatnot. And, you know, so I do need to look into that proper. Now the thing is, the thing I'm looking at it is like now I bought max repels, well, all three kinds of repels, you know, back like a while ago. I can't even remember when I bought them, to be honest, but I did buy them a while ago. That's weird. It sounded like the music kind of just weird. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so I wasn't thinking about like, oh, maybe the super repels are more cost efficient or anything. I didn't think anything like that. Like, I probably did have that in my mind, but I didn't think enough about it to the point where I thought, okay, let's just buy super repels. But instead, what I did do, well, I thought about it like this. So, like, well, I thought about it more from the perspective of other regions, if you will. Or more specifically Gen 1. Because in Gen 1, at least there you have the missing no. So you can just buy one max repel. And that's, yeah, it's the most expensive, but it's the most, but you can, if you can just clone it, then it's no big deal. It's, you've got like a lot, you know, so you might as well just go for the one that's gonna cost you the most anyway, and then you just clone it, you know, and then but I had to spend money on it. You just sell two back, you know, and you get your money back, and then like, oh, but I might need more or whatever. For one, you get like 120 or something for every time you clone it, right? Like, you get upwards of 120 or so, you know, just for cloning it. So that's like, so already you're getting over 100 of it, right? Which is more than enough, right? So that's all well and good. And then, as well, missing no isn't a one-time thing. You know, you can just get another missing no, and then it's like, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter that you've spent 700 Poké Quid on it. It's just you've got more. If you will, you can just get more easily. It's one of those kinds of things where it's really easy to just, you know what I mean. So it's one of those things where it's like it's basically a non-issue at that point. You know, and obviously, like, yeah, there's better selling items. You know, obviously, if you don't want to run into Missing Node too much, then running into Missing Node just the one time for max repels, you know, that's fine, if you will, and you can just sell 2 and then that's it. You know, that's a whole nother story for another day, if you will. Like, I mean, like, if you that's depending on you, if you want to deal with Missing Node or not. You know, and it's totally fine. I totally get it if you don't want to do glitch or whatever. That's totally fine. That's totally normal and whatnot. You know, it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, like, you know, I think it's fine to just, I don't know. I think you get what I'm trying to say. You know, it's all good stuff in it. It's just max repels and whatnot, and it's just Missing Node, and you can do what. It's one of those things where you get to just enjoy your own adventure, kind of thing. You know. All right, let's save, and then we can get on with catching Lugia number 3. And wow, yeah, this one's pretty quick. All right. Still the normal music? Why? Oh, that sucks, man. I mean, it doesn't suck. It's just like, it's just a shame, because it's like, it's a legendary. It's one of the legendaries as well. You know, it's like why? You know? I don't know, man. And yeah, like I said, level 60, by the way, Gust. You know, so that they probably have Gust rather than what's it called, Aerial Blast, which is a shame because obviously Aerial Blast is the Lugia move. So you know, it's a shame that they have Gust, but not Aerial Blast. You'd think Aerial Blast would be later on, you know, because it's obviously, you know, it's obviously the Lugia move, especially after moves like Gust and the like. You know, you'd think it wouldn't be that like that, if you will, but no, it's really, you rain dance after a rain dance. You can do that in this gen? That's weird. Oh well. Alright, nice. Paralyzed and low health. Alright, cool. Let's catch them. You know what would be interesting, I think, is if, like, it was raining and that boosted Gust a little bit. Like, we have moves now like Flying Press nowadays. In, you know, and the like Flying Press is like a move that's like dual typed, right? Where it's flying and fighting type, which is and it's not a weird combination. It's just one of those things that's like it's a little difficult to keep up with, if you will. And then now we have like other moves. Well, not now, but we've had moves for a while now that look like they could be two types, if you will. Like Muddy Water, that looks like it could be a ground type and a water type, if you will. Or I guess you would say a mud type, because it's a combination, if you will. That'd be interesting, you know. And then, but in this case, Gust during a rain dance, that would be pretty interesting if that would do something, if you will. You know, if that would like turn it into a water type move, or a combo, a dual type move, if you will, or something of the sort. You know. So that's always interesting. That to consider is just like, what if it could do something like that? You know, that's like, because I know, like, as well, I know they've kind of done like moves that are like dual type in some way, shape or form, or or something. You know, they've done something in regards to, you know, they've done some combination moves, if you will, like the pledge moves and whatnot, that kind of thing, where it's like now it's like they combine into a single move kind of thing. You know, that kind of thing would be interesting, I think, if they did that a bit more often. But obviously, I know there's a lot more to it than just like, oh, there's two things happening at once. You know, I know there's that. But it would be pretty interesting if they did that, you know, something like that, if you will. But I guess that's a story for another day, I guess, if anything. Like, I guess if anything, like, I don't know. I might write my own list of moves that could combine, or moves that would, like, be cool if it, like, combined, if you will, in some way, like Gust and Rain Dance. Now it's a water type move or something, you know, or because it's like it's Gust. It's like spinning all the water around, if you will, and that's what makes it water type or something. You know, stuff like that. That'd be pretty neat, I think. But yeah, that's I don't know. I think they're out of recovery as well. Well, they might be. They might have one left. But I think they're kind of out of... Actually, how many recoveries do you get? 5, right? So obviously a multiple of 5. Because it's extremely rare for it to be a multiple of... Oh, there's only like 2 moves in the entire series that are 1 PP. You know, so... Otherwise, they're always a multiple of 5. And I think the only time when a move... I mean, obviously that's without PP ups, right? When you do use a PP up, it always takes a third of the initial amount. No, is it a third? No, a fifth of the initial amount. Right, however many PP you initially have, it takes 1/5 of that amount and adds it to the new amount. They can only be done 3 times. So obviously, Hyper Beam, well, a move that's like 5 PP will turn into 8 PP overall, you know, 6, 7, 8. You know, a move that's 40 PP would go, you know, 48, 56, 64, kind of thing. That's how PP ups work. Obviously, PP maxes are 3 PP ups in 1. And then, what else was there? There was... But the one time when it doesn't follow that formula, I think is only in Generation 1. And I think that was a programming error rather than a legit thing, if you will. I don't think that's properly how they're supposed to work. Because, like, they land on, like, 58, I think, for some reason. Which is really weird. It's like, it's really odd. But it is what it is. It's just one thing. It is just its own thing. It's whatever. It's one of those things. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know what else I've got to go on about. Okay, there's a recover. Wow, it took you this long. Jeez, what? That's an awful lot. I feel like. Why did it recover more? Like, does it recover more if you have less PP or something? That's really weird. Yeah, there it looked like it did less. That's really weird. Okay, wow, 3 more recovers, wow. How many recovers do you get? 10 then, I guess? I should have used Slash, to be fair. Yeah, you've got to have had 10 recovers or something. I don't remember the PP on recover, to be honest. I barely ever use it, to be honest. Gee, okay, let me try Ice Punch then, because this is a little bit... I mean, actually, to be fair, Ice Punch isn't going to be that good, because it's on the worst stat for Hydro. Jeez, I mean, maybe they've run out. They can't have run out of PP on the other 3 moves, surely. Because I'm sure like Gus is like 35 PP or something decent. Jeez, man. They covered most of that Ice Punch health damage. Jeez, how many recovers, man? Do Gen 2 Pokemon, do wild Pokemon in Gen 2 have infinite PP as well? Surely they can't. Okay, there we go. I think maybe they've not got any recovers left. They've not got any hydros left. Yeah, I think that's it for recover. So, well, for hydro as well, but alright, let's try some more then. Let's try some catching. Yeah, geez, this is one that's cost me the most. Oh yeah, so going back to those repels. So obviously you can clone in Gen 2. It's a bit more time well, it's a lot more time consuming because in Gen 1 you can just, all you have to do is just encounter missing though, and you get 120 of, like, well, it's not 120, it's about 120 or something up there. I think it's more like 128, but it's like you get at least 120, you get a good amount of them, you know, just from one encounter, if you will. Right? In Gen 2, you can only clone 5 Pokemon at a time, and so therefore you can only clone 5 items at a time, and even then, well, you've got enough recover, what? How are you recovering? Oh well, my best move is Razor Leaf against you. I can't even use Poison Powder. But yeah, so you can only clone 5 times at a time, 5 Pokemon at a time, therefore 5 items at a time in Gen 2. And even then, in Crystal it's harder because it's like, it's kind of frame perfect, whereas in Gold and Silver you got quite the leeway. So at least in Gold and Silver you've kind of got something, but obviously, you know, you've got quite the... But obviously though, the thing is as well, you can clone nuggets as well, and stuff, you know, you can clone those, and therefore, by cloning that, you can just get lots of money anyway, so it's not even that big of a deal. So it's not even a case of like... No, more recovers, how many do they have? I didn't even count how many they have, man. I didn't even think this was going to be an issue. Jeez, man. But yeah, like, you can obviously just buy, I mean, that's the thing, you can just clone nuggets and get lots of stuff. Ironically, in Gen 1, it's probably the last item you think about cloning, because North Venice, you probably want to clone stuff like, you know, the actual max repels and whatnot anyway. You know, as opposed to cloning nuggets and getting more money, because then you have to go ahead and sell them and then buy the items manually, kind of thing. Whereas, you know, with this, with cloning a max repel just means you clone the max repel. It means you get a bunch right there and then. You don't need to worry about buying them or anything. You can just get them there and then, no worries, kind of thing. You know, but in Gen 2, obviously it's a lot easier to just clone a bunch of nuggets, because then you get the money, and it means you can just use that money on your max repels or your ultra balls or whatever Pokeballs you want to use them on. You know, that kind of idea. That's obviously a story for another day. Or not a story for another day. It's just preference at the end of the day, really, isn't it? It is what it is. Jeez, this is the longest Lugia battle though. We've not even got the epic music, like the greatness of the legendary music. We've just got normal wild encounter music, which is quite a shame. I mean, I know Ho and Lugia aren't the Pokemon, but that's the thing, we didn't even get the special music in Silver, where Lugia is at least the mascot of that game, you know, so it's like, why not, man? Because I know the music is in this game. The legendary music is in this game. I've heard it on occasion. I've heard it while playing the game, I mean, on occasion. Not, you know, I've not looked up on YouTube to listen to, because I don't often listen to the soundtrack, to be honest, because it's just, I don't know, I've just not done that in a while. I don't know, I should do that one day. I don't know, we'll see. What? Why? Where are you getting these recoveries from, man? Like, I don't even know anymore, man. How many recoveries do you get? I'm probably just like, it's probably like 15 or something, or 20 or whatever. I don't even know, man. Like, how many recoveries do you get? This has cost me a lot of money in Ultra Balls as well. Recover again, what? How many recoveries, man? Like, what? What? Like, I just don't know the PP then amount. I just don't know the amount of PP that you get from recover then, because I didn't even think to look at it earlier, because it was like, I just didn't think it was going to be this much of an issue. You know? I mean, in all fairness, I could just use the Master Ball. I could just use that, but I'd rather not. I'd rather not if I can get away with it. I mean, like, if it goes on too long, then yeah, I guess I will use it. At least in this generation of Generation 1, because at least then I can clone it and whatnot. But obviously, in Gen 2, in Gen 3 and onwards, I probably can't. Probably have a better time catching them though, to be fair. Well, I probably won't. I probably have just about an equal amount of time, equal amount of chance, because it's like, I'm not making catchy Pokemon or anything. I'm just going based on the team that I'm having. So, you know, if my team ends up being a bit iffy, you know, then it's like, I have to put up with it, you know? Come on, man. 34 Ultra Ball. This is the 35th one. Actually, no, it's the 37th one, because we had 2 extra ones as well. Wow, man. There goes Flame. Oh. I'll have to use my Muse, but that's fine. That's fine with me, because it's like, they're not going to get any experience points for this, so that's all well and good. Good thing they're powerless, because it means as well I might get a few free turns. I mean, of course, they could also just kill me flat out, which is fine twice. But if on the third one, yeah, I'm gonna have to just say no. You know? Jeez, 40 Ultra Balls now, man. I mean, if I catch Lugia here with all these lost Ultra Balls, I will take it. Like, I think that's probably the best idea. I mean, preferably, well, the thing is, I'm not in a situation where not catching with 40 Ultra Balls is a detriment. It's that much of a detriment, you know. Like, if I end up catching the Lugia now, then it's fine. But I need 39 extra Ultra Balls is fine. You know, it's just yeah, there goes me. Let's have a look at the screen. See what this says. Oh well. Alright, back to the fight we go. Alright, attempt number 2. Attempt number 5. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, if I do have to, you know, if I do lose all those Master Balls, so yeah, if I do end up losing all those Ultra Balls, it's fine, it's whatever, because, you know, at the end of it, it's like, it's whatever, it is what it is, kind of thing. Yeah, because like I'm not in that much of a detriment if I lose all those Ultra Balls. You know, to the point where I'm thinking like, oh, I've lost 4 Ultra Balls. I need to buy those 4 Ultra Balls back or whatever. You know, I'm not gonna think like that. I'm just thinking like, yeah, it sucks. You know, I'm gonna have to buy them back. But that's why I always make the payday Persian build, or I'll try and do something off a build like that, so that I can at least get, you know, money for when I need it, if you will, for things that I need throughout the playthrough. But obviously that's really dependent on this, that, and the other. Hey, how that's nice. It's obviously really dependent on, you know, on what's even going on, to be fair. Yeah, that's a crit, wow. Alright, let's try some Pokeballs then. Try some Ultra Balls. Then let's just try regular Pokeballs, see if they catch. Nah, that would be nice, but it's... No, it's... I don't know, it's... I mean... I don't know. Wow, it was really that quick. Wow, man, that's actually wow. Alright, well, okay, so Lugia Dex entry number 3. Lugia, the diving Pokemon. They have an incredible ability, no they don't, to calm raging storms. It is said that Lugia appears when storms start. Try saying that 3 times fast. Alright, well, that's finally done. Finally got all 3 Lugias. So let's go and check on our Lugia then, our last Lugia of the game, of the 3 files. I don't even know where I want to go, to be honest. I guess I'll go back to Mahogany Town. Yeah, cause I usually, you know, stick at what's it called, Lake of Rage nowadays, because it's good for like coming down here for a bit of training and when I'm going through the for the Apricorns and whatnot, collecting all those and whatnot. But yeah, here's Lugia then. So yeah, nice, level 60, 202 HP. Goes to recover 20 PP, why? Goes to recover Hydro Pump and Rain Dance, and yeah, no Aero Blast. That's a shame, man. And yeah, their stats, for both attack stats are pretty equal. So that's not too bad, I guess. Also, now I forgot this last time, but here's Bronze. The Persian. So obviously bronze is in reference to the fact that it's called gold and silver, and bronze is usually like a step down from silver, like silver is a step down from gold. Hence why I've called them bronze. Right? Gosh, sorry about that, guys. I don't know why I'm coughing today, but I guess I'm just recording a little bit too much, so I guess I'll stop after this part. But yeah, bronze, I forgot I called him bronze after gold and silver. I can't remember what I called the other one on silver, but I'll show that in a minute. But yeah, here they are, again, it's pretty much the same thing, you know, I've given them payday and amulet coin and whatnot. I gave them a PP up on their feint attack by accident once, but hey, it's fine. But yeah, that's Persian and Lugia. Gino wants to talk. Okay, yeah, it's not battling, okay. Apparently she only gives you like 1 leaf stone. That's what I heard. I'm sure I got more than 1 leaf stone. In Crystal, I mean, obviously. Like, apparently she only gives you 1 leaf stone. Yeah, I've got 5. I've got 5 leaf stones, even though I've not talked to Bill. Bill's dad even, or Grandpa, or whatever, and I've not been up there, it's up Nugget Bridge or anything. And I've not cloned it. It's not something I really clone. You know, it's... I don't know, I guess that's just a rumour or something that's just kind of spreading, if you will, by accident. But anyway, if we look at... let's go to Silver then. And, not battle Tiffany, hopefully. I mean, it doesn't matter if I do or not. Okay, fine. Battled Fluffy the other day. Don't you have a Fluffy? Oh no, it's a Clefairy, yeah. But yeah, if we go back to Pokemon Center, because I don't know why I forgot about this. But yeah, let's have a look at what I nicknamed. Actually, I know what I nicknamed them here. Yeah, I should know. It should be A. Okay, not that many A's, but yeah, let's have a look. There we go. Yeah, that's weird. Again, it's Persian though, but oh well. But yeah, here's Persian. Again, Payday, Amulet Coin, like normal. And they're called A. They're just called all A's. Because that's... I also mentioned this in ATP Crystal, when I did that all the way back when. Right, the story behind that is that... So when I was a kid, I would always like play Pokemon Crystal. You know... I'd always play Crystal, like... You know, and start with my starts and whatever, and I've got the starter there and whatever, right? And I always name my rival question mark, right? I think I'm most definitely not the only one who did that, right? I want to say I'm not the only one who did that, and that's why I named my Persian and Gold 5 question marks, right? But one time, by complete accident, I accidentally called my rival A, which is 7 A's long, and because you only get 7 characters when you're naming your rival. Therefore, I figured I'd, you know, sort of honour that in a way, if you will, by, well, naming my rival that in ATP Crystal, but also naming my Persian after that as well. Because that's what I should have done, is I should have named the rival after that. After those, all 3 of those kinds of things, but it's way too late now. So it is what it is, you know, it's unfortunate, but it's fine. You know, at least I get to name someone after those aspects, and obviously I've got 3 games, and it's only 2 nicknames, so I had to pick a 3rd one somehow, and so Bronze just felt correct, if you will. So, you know. But yeah, that's the story behind those nicknames and whatnot, the Persian nicknames and the Persians and whatnot I used to collect all this money and whatnot as well. Well, the payday build, if you will. So, yeah. Alright, well, on that note, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go edit this, hopefully. Well, by edit this, I mean part 13, or episode 13. So I still haven't edited that one yet. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a really minky day.